Hey, Steve Rachel here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about credit scores. Most importantly, what's the highest credit score that you can actually get? Now, when it comes to credit scoring, there's a lot of different variables that actually make up your credit score. And if you've been wondering what's the highest or the most perfect score that you can actually get in terms of your credit, it's an 850 score. But is it really necessary to have a perfect 850 credit rating? I think it'd be good, right? It could change some things and help you do a lot more, but is it really necessary? But we're going to talk about that here in just a few moments. Now, there are two different credit models that you should know about. One's called FICO and the other one's called your Vantage score. So what is your credit score in general? What is it anyway? It's a score that creditors use to determine your credit worthiness or riskiness on paying your bills on time. It really determines how good you are in terms of paying your bills so you can get loans, credit cards, etc., etc. Now, there are a whole lot of different credit models out there. There's a whole lot of them, but really FICO and your Vantage score tend to be your most popular ones that most lenders use. FICO was actually the first company in 1989 to actually started doing credit scores. They basically standardized all the results given to them by the credit reporting agencies. Let's take a look at the scoring ranges that make up your FICO scores. First, we've got 800 to 850, which is exceptional, 740 to 799, which is very good, 670 to 739, which is good, and then we have 580 to 669, which is fair, and then 300 to 579, which is very poor. Now, in 2006, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, the three major credit bureaus, actually came up with their own scoring model called your Vantage score. It's similar, but a little bit different. They're basically all the same, but they just kind of pick from some different types of criteria. Here's the scoring range for your Vantage score. We've got 750 to 850, which is excellent, 700 to 749, which is good, 650 through 699 is fair, 550 to 649, which is poor, and then 300 to 549 is very poor. Here's how they look compared to one another, and if you look at the numbers here, it looks like your Vantage score is a little bit more forgiving than your FICO scores. If you don't know what your Vantage score or even your FICO score is, right below in the YouTube description, you'll see some of my favorite resources so you can get that information. Now, your credit score is calculated from your credit report information, which includes the amount of debt you carry, how long is your credit history, and how promptly you pay your bills on time. Although FICO and your Vantage score calculate things a little bit differently, they're still getting all that information from your credit report. Here are the factors that make up your FICO credit score. Let's take a look at this here. Payment history for your FICO score represents 35% of your score. You definitely got to pay your bills on time when it comes to that, because that represents 35% of your overall score. Amount owed represents 30%. Length of credit history represents 15%. And of course, your credit mix 10% and new credit 10%. So this is just an overview of really what makes up your FICO credit score. These are the factors that actually make up your Vantage score. We've got payment history 40%, age and type of credit 21%, percent of credit used 20%, total balances and debt 11%. Recent credit behavior and available credit 8%. Now, do you really need to have the highest credit score or perfect credit score? It would be nice to have an 850 credit score because you can get the best percentages on loans, the best credit cards. It's just going to open up a lot of things for you. But here's the thing when it comes to the 850 credit score. Less than 1.5% of Americans even have an 850 credit score. I think it's a good goal to shoot for, but I would think is instead of just a particular number, I would definitely shoot for a particular range. So if you're around 750 to 850, I think that's a great range to be around. But the one thing to remember, even if a person has an 850 credit score, they're not going to carry that same number forever. Credit reports and your credit score is continuously changing. It's continuously in flux. So it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up. It's always going to be changing. So it's really not anything realistic to shoot for in terms of a particular number. I would definitely shoot for a particular range. Now, if you're wanting to increase your credit score to hit whatever range or number or perfect score that you're shooting for, here are a few tips that can help you to do that. Number one, always pay your bills on time. Number two, eliminate derogatory accounts from your credit report. Number three, keep old accounts open to maintain a long credit history. Number four, keep your outstanding revolving debt to less than 10% of your credit limits. Okay. Number 5, maintain a diverse mix of credit accounts. Number 6, extend credit lines by opening additional credit card accounts, but keep your balances very low. And 7, be sure to check your credit score and your credit report every 3 months and report any errors. I got another video idea that kind of talks a lot more about how to increase your credit score. Check it out right here. You should see something flashing on the screen. Go there. You'll be able to check out that video. I'll give you some more information on how you can increase your credit score. Thanks for watching this video, guys. And also give it a like and also smash that subscribe button so you can get more information on how you can live your best life through personal finance and entrepreneurship. All right, talk to you later, guys. Have a great one, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace out.